Do you want to live your best life? You're probably thinking, of course, I want to live my best life. Who wouldn't? But you'd be surprised. A lot of people actually get caught up in the day to day and don't focus on what they should be doing to manifest and live their best life. So, if you want to learn some tips on how to live your best life and manifest your best life through some stress reduction, then stick with me. If you and I are just meeting for the first time, hello, my name is Kristinnicole, and I help ambitious and motivated mamas manifest their best life through various wellness practices and holistic nutrition without sacrificing time away from their family or feeling the mom guilt or shame. Now, of course, it can take some effort to manifest your best life and some determination as well, but it's totally worth it. And if you manifest your best life, or you want to manifest your best life, then one of the things that you have to focus on is stress reduction. And the reason for that is that stress actually robs us of our joy. And I'm not talking about the big stressors, I'm talking about even the little everyday stressors that create a lot of stress and anxiety because stress compounds on itself. You'll never experience a time in your life when you are totally stress free and life is perfect. It's just not possible. I wish that it were, but having too many things wrong can seriously impede your ability to smile, your ability to be happy, and your ability to really experience joy. And so, allowing these little stressors to accumulate is a common problem for a lot of us that I think a lot of us don't even realize that we're experiencing, that it's going on because it's so common. And sometimes it can seem like too much of a hassle in the moment to actually focus on releasing the stress and relieving the stress. So we tend to put it off until another day. But like I said before, stress compounds. So this is a huge mistake. Many stressors become very chronic or are very chronic, meaning that they might be small, but it's something that we're forced to deal with every single day. And because of that, it starts to compound and it starts to have a huge effect on our lives. Now, if you want a simple framework to relieve your stress and anxiety in just 4 minutes, then you can pop over to my blog, kristinnicoleonline.com/43, and pick up my free framework, the Mama Calmer, because that's really going to help you to reduce that immediate stress and anxiety that you're feeling in 4 minutes or less a day. So let's get into some of the other things that you can do. And try out these 7 tips that I'm about to share with you to manage the little everyday stressors that come into your life. Tip number 1 is to be more organized. Reducing clutter helps to reduce the load on your mind. So it's important to take care of the little things because those little things, once you take care of them, it'll actually allow you to free up the internal resources within your mind that you need to take care of those bigger things. So that is why being more organized is a great tip to help with reducing stress. Now, this is something that I personally struggle with. So it's not easy, but it is something that is very helpful. Tip number 2 is make a list of things that you need to accomplish. This actually goes back to tip number 1 because a lot of those little things are things like maybe paying the bills, calls that you need to make. Maybe you need to get an oil change or you need to make a doctor's appointment. Whatever it is, make a list of all of those things because then you have it all in front of you and you can go and check it off as you have it accomplished. And that actually helps to relieve stress. Just having that physical aspect of checking things off of your list can really help. These may seem like minor things, but they weigh on you 24 hours a day. So start taking care of them so that way you avoid them piling up onto you just from a mental capacity, from an emotional capacity. Tip number 3 is make a list in your life of things that annoy you. So this one's kind of funny, but for example, maybe you have a squeaky front door, or maybe you have a wobbly chair in your office or in the office that you work in. Or maybe there is the dome light in your car that needs to be fixed. These little things can get on your nerves and over time create stress because it's something that you're constantly noticing over and over again. So make a plan to address those issues and then get them out of the way once and for all because you'll just feel so much relief. Why suffer over and over again each day with those little things? Now, tip number 4 is avoid procrastination. Get started when you have plenty of time to accomplish something. Procrastination is actually a form of perfectionism and it's a form of stress avoidance. But what happens is it ends up making the problem worse a lot of the times. There are very few people who really work well under pressure. So if you are one of those, maybe you're okay with waiting until the last minute. But if you're someone who gets very stressed out being in a time crunch, then you're not going to do as good of a job and you're going to be constantly worried about it and it's going to be weighing on you. So do your best to make yourself a good timeline. So if it's a project that is due in 3 weeks, map out little times throughout the day or each day that you can dedicate to that project. Tip number 5 is schedule time to relax. And I know as a mama, this is so hard to do. But even if it's only 5 or 10 minutes, it is super important. Schedule time in your day for activities to have fun or to actually find a little bit of calm and peace and relax. Things like taking a nap, maybe it's only a 20 or 30-minute cat nap. Read a book for 15 minutes, go for a walk, or just listen to some calming music, but make sure you schedule time for this. Number 6, evaluate your relationships. Think about your relationships with your friends, your family, your neighbors, your coworkers, everybody that you come in contact with, whether it is in person or virtually or on the phone. But think about which of these relationships can use a little bit of fine tuning, which relationships need a complete overhaul, and which relationships do you need to just get rid of and cut out of your life. And tip number 7 is take a look at your job. You spend most of your waking hours through the work week, at least, at your job, whether you are physically there or whether you are working virtually, but it is consuming most of your awake time. And this can be a major source of stress. It could be time for you to float your resume out there. It could be time for you to look at other companies or maybe even venture out on your own. Have you ever wanted to have your own business? Start thinking about those things. Of course, if you love your job, then that is awesome and congratulations to you. And this is one that you don't need to worry about. But a lot of people are stuck in a job that they don't really like. So this is one to really consider. Now, like I said, even if you don't have major stressors, these little stressors really take a big toll because it compounds. And with every passing day that you don't manage this, it can start to take a toll on your health. So managing these chronic stressors will help you to find the quality of life that you are looking for. It'll help your quality of life to increase, and it is a key step towards manifesting the life you desire, living the life of your dreams, and living life on your terms. So take steps to reduce your stress every single day. And like I said, if you would like a simple framework on relieving stress and anxiety in the moment that you can do within 4 minutes or less, then hop over to my blog. Again, that is kristinnicoleonline.com/43 and go pick up my free framework, the Mama Calmer. You will love it. I guarantee it. It'll be so helpful for you. And if you've gotten some value from this information, please be sure to share it and get it out to your friends and family. You never know who could use this. There's an unprecedented time going on right now, and we're all stressed out. Maybe not all of us, but I would say that the vast majority of us are stressed, even if it is from those little stressors. So certainly I'm sure that some of your friends and family members could benefit from this. So smash that share button, get it out to your friends and family, or tag them in the video. And until next time, I'm Kristin Nicole. I'll see you later. Have a great one. Bye-bye.